And you knew we were going to touch on this.
Yeah.
Looking at Dylan Fosnacht, kid that threw 194 pitches, 14 scoreless innings. That's insane. The guy shut down, basically pitched 2 high school games, 14 scoreless innings. Been a lot of negative reaction, though. Where do you kind of come off on this?
I think the negative reaction is kind of blown out of proportion a little bit. The kid is not a first-round draft choice. He's not going to play Division I or Division II. He's an outfielder. He's in high school. He's enjoying this playoff game. His coach was, making and taking the precautions to make sure that his arm wasn't hurting at the time.
Every inning he went out there and had a chat.
And that's a big thing. I mean, the kid is getting this Bundy moment at Polk High, this moment that he's going to be able to talk to or talk about for the rest of his life. And he's going to be like, hey, I threw 14 plus scoreless innings in a playoff game when I was in high school. And at the end of the day, it is a unique situation. What I really like about the situation is that we are talking about it, that we are aware of the fact that, hey, we need to make sure that these kids are not going out and injuring themselves. We talk about it with concussions. We talk about it now with throwing on the baseball. Might be the first instance that we've actually had a conversation about it. But I like the fact that we are, because that means that we're aware and we're cognitive of the fact that these issues happen, and we need to hold people accountable, especially coaches. Do I think that David Price saying that the coach should get fired?
Yeah, a little too
hashtag
much.
that.
A little too much.
That might have went a little too far. A lot of these coaches at the end of the day are going out there and they're almost donating their time. They're not getting paid a ton of money at the high school level. They're out there leading these kids.
A lot of them are just volunteering too.
Yeah, exactly. And so if you're going to be saying that a person that, yes, he might have been out there, but he did check on him, he was in the moment and stuff, it's not as drastic as getting a man fired from him leading it. And the kid, as you've mentioned, the kid was appreciative. He wanted to be out there. He wanted to do that. Another thing is that we need to look at not what happened during the game, but how it is acted or treated after the game. So we know that he was checking him then, but does he get rest in the prior days? Is he icing and everything else? So not only is it, okay, he threw 194, he said he had no issues, but let's make the precautions in order after the game.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, he felt fine, and things started to slow down the 15th, got pulled. But like you said, this is a story he's going to be able to tell, and this is probably going to be his biggest athletic achievement in his life, and he'll be able to tell the story for the rest of his life.